must also underscore here, Tehseen, Jharkhand was actually created to protect tribal rights. But look at the plight of the tribals there today, you know. Tanuj, that should also bother you. There is a good amount of politics, and I think Anand has made a lot of these important points. Tehseen, will you tell me that, you know, why is the India bloc still in denial? Do you have a plan? Do you want to support the government in case it brings an NRC? Should we all not be on board because this is about our country, this is about Bharat?
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Dipti. I would answer your question by, does the India bloc have a plan? Of course it has a plan. Throughout this BJP government, it's an incompetent government with an incompetent executive leading it. And if I may say so, the government has the spine of a molten eclair. Now let me come to the facts and the data. Rohingyas were mentioned. Eco both are. Please isko theek kar do. Rohingyas were mentioned. Anand rightly put it, 40,000 Rohingyas have entered our country as told to the Parliament of India in 2017. But what Anand did not tell you and others have not told you so far is the then Honorable Home Minister of India, when answering to Parliament about the 40,000 Rohingyas came and said 80 to 90% of them came in the last 2 years, between 2015 to 2017. Let's do a quick Google check. Who was the Prime Minister of the country then that these Rohingyas came in? Number 2. I quote Times of India right now. I think that's the most authentic source. In Times of India, the Honorable Supreme Court on 16th August 2024 asked the Union government for the upteenth time, that we have these illegal Rohingyas that you say are illegal. What do you plan to do with them? The government of India has had no plan. For the 4th time, it's sought an adjournment. If somebody is illegal, you either throw them out of the country, you deport them, or you send them back to the country. The government has no answer to them. What has the government done? Given them the United Nations Human Rights Card. I have no problem. They're poor people. They've come here for help. You want to give them? That's the government stand. But then don't come on TV and be hypocrites about it. Have the guts to take your stand that you take in the Supreme Court. Now the third part. Let me take you slightly further. In 2023, 12 December 2023, the Honorable Supreme Court of India asked the government of India, listen, how many illegal immigrants are there, illegal people have come into India? The government says, Harish Nair, your reporter for court says, we don't know. We don't have the data. We can't count. You go in Supreme Court and say, we have no data. Here you come and say, we will do Tata. What is going on? You take one stand in Supreme Court, one stand on television because you want to spread poison. And my last thing. Since 2011, there's been no census. You've not released the 2011 census. How do these numbers come up? If you have the numbers, number one, who is responsible for it? Right now in Manipur, the BJP Chief Minister, Biren Singh, says, oh, there's been foreign influx into Manipur. That's why Manipur is burning. The Chief Minister of Manipur. Who's in government? Double engine ki sarkar. Who should be responsible? Everywhere, Tripura, who's in government? BJP. BJP says there's been influx in Tripura. We need to clear them. Who's in charge? Double engine ki sarkar. I am asking you if influx is there in Assam, if those numbers that Anand is quoting is true. I don't know if they're true or no because 2011 data got released. But if it is true, who is responsible for it? The gentleman called Mr. Amit Shah ji, the gentleman called Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Okay. Why aren't we asking them questions? Will the opposition support an NRC? Will they support a CA? Will they support this? Will they support that? The day I am in government, I will tell you my stand. Right now you are in government and for 10 years you failed this great country. You've had illegal immigrants as per you and you tell Supreme Court you don't have a data. So if you fail the country, please leave the chair and go. When I am in government, I'll tell you what I will do.
Okay.
I am the future that was born 100 years ago. I am the purpose that emerged with India's independence to be a force for business that makes doing good our business. Towards an independence where knowledge sets us free. To think big and achieve bigger. To take India to the world and the world to India. Creating pathways of self-reliance to stand for progress, the planet and the people. Towards a future made perfect and be a force creating abundance. Because independence is not a moment in history, it's a never-ending path to prosperity. Aditya Birla Group, a force for good.